Welcome back to the madness, guys, and welcome back to another Warcraft episode. World of Warcraft, that is. Here we have Mudkip today, and Mudkip's gonna run through BlackRock Foundry, which is right over here in Gorgon. Which, in case you also didn't know, it's in the Warlords of Draenor expansion, like Hellfire Citadel, and you'll either be flying over from Frostfire Ridge or Shadowmoon Valley. But here's where it is on the map if you have trouble getting it. I know I have a bunch of clutter all over the place, but without further ado, let's just get right in here and let's just show you how you can start making more money. Oh, and to keep in mind that this particular dungeon is set to its highest difficulty, Mythic. So I'm going to be running through here on Mythic mode. And let me just show you the path. See, there's a boss over there, boss over there, boss over there. I'm going to actually show you the path I'm going to be taking. And as you can see, it's just going to be really easy for me at 391 item level. I'm just going to cat my way through a bunch of these mobs and whatnot. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because I've run across so many friends and whatnot that just don't know what to do in the game, basically, like when it comes to money grinding. They never done it, they never did these little dungeons. A lot of them don't even know where it is, so these videos are for people who just don't know what they're doing. And here's the first boss. There's something about him I should let you know, is that you want to burst him down. See, if you don't burst him down, then he'll throw a spear on you, and then a bunch of pack animals will come out and actually just eat you alive. But another little trick to know on him is if you dot him up and get him to 0, when he tries to jump onto one of his mounts and whatnot, he will die in midair, and you won't have to kill the mount. Like, watch. Right there, midair, kill. If I bursted him down a little quicker, we would have gotten it before he even got the first mount, but for a lot of these bosses in here are just going to be burst, 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 burst. There's only like, I think Blast Furnace is about the only thing I can say that actually requires some level of strat. And I'll just explain that when we get there. But for now, we can kill all these guys. And you need to kill all these guys to open the gate over there. That's right in front of me to get to the boss over there. Who's shouting, track, 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 track. And they're slightly annoying just because they take a while to spawn and you have to kill all of them. You kill one guy to actually get the other ones to come. But you just move back and forth. But yeah, see, I can't. That guy's out of line of sight. Ooh, money. I also came in here with like no money, so whatever I earn during this run, we'll see how much I get. I sometimes also skip Blast Furnace, but I hear that they've actually changed it, so it won't be that bad. So, you know, all I can do now is just dance and just literally wait for the negative. Oh, here they are. And those two guys up on the actual train are usually just one-shotted at level 120. I've never had a character just not one-shot them. So, and now I play some more waiting game. This guy is seriously no problem at all. You can just burst him down. If you go a little slow, he'll throw a magnet on the ground that'll attract you to a spot where trains will just come and bulldoze you across the path, the entire room. But that's about it. Here we go. Oh, I want to point out is look at this. If you notice when I started there, I kind of just went right at it. But basically, look at my resources. I wanted to point this out because it wasn't so clear in the last video that whenever you start one of these encounters, you lose all your resource to a degree. Druids get to like 50% because if they have the one talent spec where they're constantly generating up to 50% astral power, but yeah, you just lose other things. Oh, also these treasures around in the area, right over there, they're normally just full with ore. I normally don't collect them because you can get a lot more ore in your garrison.
Patience, sisters.
Okay, for the Iron Maidens, to start the fight, you want to kill all the orcs in front, including the ones in the water here. They'll be like up and down this boat. But then you just kill all these orcs, and it's just really handy if you have like a massive AoE. In fact, the fight is just basically a burst down AoE. And honestly, I like to take out the chick with the gun, not gun, it's like a rogue chick first. I leave the gun chick for the very end. Because I guess they get powered up or something. The last one living gets a superpower. And the chick with that's basically a rogue stuns. So I'd rather just not deal with the stun. So look at my resource. And I'm going to pop Starfall here because it's going to be an AoE kind of fight. They don't share a health pool, they'll have their individual health pool. And right now I'm accidentally popping too much here on the gun chick. So she's going to die, but the rogue goes down at relatively the same time. And yeah, like all I'm dealing with is like tornadoes or something. The gun chick, if you kill her last, and if you take too long, she'll just start doing a rapid fire gun motion things. All the loot.
Iron Maidens have fallen. They were my favorite. Find these invaders and bring me their heads.
Brah, like, chill out, brah. It's just a game, brah. It's just a game. Oh, here's another thing. As you run up these paths, you'll notice that I'm getting this fungal speed boost and everything. Sometimes I like to run back and forth like this, and you'll keep on getting more and more stacks. You want to run like right as you get a stack, because then you'll start stacking up to, I don't know, I think I've gotten to 15, which is ridiculously fast. It's somewhat of a slowdown, somewhat of a speed up, depending upon where you're going. Now, first, look at this elevator. We're going to have to remember this elevator, because we're going to be coming back around this elevator later on to go up. I'm going to go down this other path and kill these other 3 bosses before coming back to the same elevator later on. And oh my god, can I do this? I'm going to see if I can get this.
Hey, Franz, we got a jam. So, go on jam it then.
Okay, yeah, it just we got a jam and then character dancing in front. Editing me must remember to throw in some kind of music or something. This is probably going to be time-lapsed as well, because I don't know. I'll see what I do. If it's time-lapse, you won't even hear me talk or whatnot, because I'll be editing it out, but yes, RP is the downfall for a lot of this, but yeah, look, I'm pretty much 391, so which is pretty lame actually in comparison to other BFA stuff. I only have like the Crucible of Flames too. Just basically in benthic gear running through this. Alright, now these guys share a health pool, so you can kill them pretty much whatever, but I like to go over to this one because this guy, who I'll mark, is the one that like jumps off first, and then everything goes haywire from there. So I'm just going to dot him up, then dot up his brother, and then I'm just going to go ham. Drop my Tusky, or Trunksy, or whatever this is. It does AoE damage, and just, you know, completely wipes them. Getting loot.
Not like this.
As you can see, my bags are getting quite full there. Alright, back to cat form, which I decided to do druid for this because it's a rather long dungeon, and I can just stealth and dash like after every kill. Stealth dash, just stealth dash. Don't even need to use my Worgen racial all too much because that does have like a 2-minute cooldown. And I don't even technically need to be stealth, I'm just stealthing. I'm peppering these guys so I can get just a little bit more astral power. Now this boss has an interesting thing that if you don't kill the side guy, you'll get him for your garrison, so I'm going to try to use some single target, although my Azerite abilities won't probably let it go off, but let's see how well this goes. Just move my macro aside here. And okay, let's get cooking.
My work. You interrupted my work.
Shoot. There, Azurite. But get bursted. Like I said, pretty much everything in this entire dungeon is burst worthy except for like Blast Furnace, and I guess Blackhand himself. I mean, if you can't burst him down on his first phase, you find yourself in a pickle, because then there's like 3 stages. He stands on the top stage and he breaks like literally through a floor of the building to the next one. And if you burst him too hard that you don't kill him on the first level and kill him in the middle level, then there's no way out but to Hearth. If you kill him on the 3rd level and just let it go down, then you could actually just like kill yourself and get out easily.
Smash you into mountain.
Look at that, more loot. You know, I'd be surprised if I don't have anything in here. At least on a druid.
Where are the attackers now? I want them dead! Dead!
Dead, you hear? Dead. Oh, but now we're going through this place again with the spores. This is the exact same area, technically. I'm gonna stack it up a little bit so I can just power through. Though this may make me late for the elevator, we'll see how that turns out. Gonna hit my Worgen dash to actually get true speed to the elevator just went up, so we're gonna have to wait. Well then, nothing like a dance off. Wait, my prowl's still on? What? My prowl is still on, guys. I am not in a cat form and I am stealthing around. What is going on? What is wrong with the world? Something broke. Is that just a thing now? Can you prowl without cat form? Let's see. It says activate cat form, so... Huh. It didn't quite work there. Oh shoot! I missed it. I'm stupid. The prowl has like stunned me, so... Guess I'll see you guys up there. We've returned to basically the really front of the dungeon, and yeah, if I could see, I went in over here and then I came out over here. I pretty much turned this dungeon into like a linear path, kind of, even though it's like a labyrinth-like maze. Anyway, we have a few more to go through, and Blast Furnace is going to be interesting. I heard they changed it, but I need to actually see. Anyway, I'm just gonna stealth through these guys. You can kill them if you want. Just, you know, whatever's. Go straight to the boss. Nobody else cares. Do 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 do. I'm sneaking by. I'm running out of backspace, but here we're gonna burst down this guy. And another one. Yeah. And now my dash is back up, so let's get moving. But yeah, I'm literally just showing you guys the path to walk in case you get lost and you want to actually figure out where to go next. Assuming, I'm taking this from the point of view that somebody just doesn't know anything about these dungeons, so... these guys. You know, I don't have to kill them, but I just like killing these particular ones because they're so grouped up. Now, past this door, we had to kill everybody to get the boss to spawn, so... Anybody left? Nope. Okay. Ugh, sorry, I had a sneeze there, and it was kind of annoying. I didn't want to sneeze in everybody's ears. Oops, opened up my save window. They wants to eat me, guys. They wants to eat me. I's tasty snack. Alright, now this guy's just another... Oh, wait. Now that I think about it, I don't really want to burst this guy down, and let me tell you why. If you burst him too quickly, the doors that come up and everything will trap you in, and then the only way you can get out is to hearth. So what I normally do is just dot him up and wait for him to put this puddle on the ground. If you don't have a dot, then I just auto attack him. Now that that puddle's on the ground, I just go ham. Man, I've been getting a lot of money on this tune. And I know that's not accurate, because I get a lot of money on every tune every week, so... What's the achievement saying? Oh boy, 25k. I know I've gotten more on this tune than that. I think it counts like non-boss loots. Or so, no, because I just got it from a boss. Or maybe it's only ever counting the boss. Blizzard things work in mysterious ways. Anyway, yeah, you cross back over the bridge, but don't go back up the way you came. The entrance is over here. A lot of people will get confused with that, not seeing that this extra door is right around here, and it loops around and goes under the front door. So this cross section is the bridge over there, and yeah. So let's head down here. And look at all the bosses we've killed. Only 2 remain, guys. Only 2 remain. I like how they added this checklist thing, though. Maybe I should put a timer on this one, because before it always took 7 minutes to do, and that's because the mobs spawn in on a timer. And after I kill this guy, I'll get you guys get a bigger view, better view, bigger view. On the actual furnace and talk about the mechanics of this one, because this is less of a burn phase and more mechanical. Now if you look into the biggest thing on the side here, there's 2 doors on this side that we need to burn down, and you can't attack them with your own things. You need to get these engineers over here to drop bombs. They have a sack of bombs on their back, like right there, and when they die, they drop it. Now when they die, you can pick up the bombs from the sack and instantly use them on the doors, which they'll pop up as an extra action button and whatnot. Actually, now that I think about it here, in key bindings, where are you? Where is it? Oh, there it is, yeah. So right there, I have a macro to my little tilde key, so that I can, well, not really macro, but it's my keybind, so that I can pick up a bomb and drop it really quickly. So let's just show you some of the stuff that's happening. I aggro the guys, I pull them over here. Up, see, there's a sack that's dropped, and let me go clicky, clicky, bam, bam, bam. I'm just throwing the bombs on the ground. And this guy's also healing it. That's why you want to kill these guys also quickly. And wait, what? It's broken? It's actually broken? What? Did it bug? Because normally I had to go through like 3 or 4 waves to actually break it, but I think something bugged on this. Let me go back over to this other one. This is the first time I've done this dungeon in like 2 or 3 months. Because I only really got time again after to play classic WoW. So kill these guys and oh my god, they made it so much easier. Thank God. It's a good thing because I didn't even turn on the timer and whatnot. Normally this fight would take so long because you'd have to sit there and wait for more engineers to spawn. It would take like 3 waves each on hard difficulty, like 2 waves on normal difficulty. Okay, now this phase, there's 4 elemental shamans that are channeling onto the main guy, and they are all protected by this buff shield and whatnot. Now what you want to do is to get this one other fire elemental to die right next to one of them, because when he dies and his hit points at 0, he explodes, and his explosion removes the dots. But if you're strong enough, like 120 for instance, you can just dot everything up or just cleave through the damage. Yeah, it's a little nerfed, but you'll still break through quite easily. See, they're dying just fine, even though they say they're immune to damage.
We have failed.
And then this is the point where you can burst down a guy, because after he dies, the fight's done.
That burns at the heart of BlackRock.
And then we have loot. That was so much faster. You have no idea how much time that's actually going to save you. I used to stop doing the last 2 bosses on normal and heroic difficulty because they just weren't worth the time to actually go and kill. In fact, I usually clear this entire dungeon in about 10 minutes, but I've been talking and not hitting my things quite on cue. Maybe I should upload that video at some point where I'm literally running through this entire dungeon in 10 minutes and got lucky with like the elevator bosses and stuff. Because I'm about to go and hit another elevator. You see this mob here at the end of the hall? You need to kill this mob, and I like to do it slowly, dragging it over to a door, because then the door opens and there's possibly an elevator that drops down right then and there. But that's a lucky chance, really. The elevator is completely RNG. See, there's the door. Here's the chick. Die. Door down. And oh, never mind. The elevator's right here. Now we take the magical 3-minute flight, because you go through like the entire dungeon. That's the last stage too. You get to see like the stages. Oh, we missed the second stage. It was covered and stuff.
You're the dogs who have been wreaking havoc throughout my foundry.
It's no longer reverberating or whatever that's called. Anyway, I like to come to the middle of this room. Reason why is because he can be anywhere along the outskirts of this entire room. So in the center, it's just handy because that's where he goes when he breaks the floor, and that way he's not running away from you or whatnot. So holy now, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna burst him. Did I burst him? Nah. Actually, I'll try. Let's see. Oh, never mind. When he gets here, just make sure you get him down quickly, but not too quickly. You don't want to kill him, because otherwise he'll knock you up into the stands and then resets the fight if you're solo. When you're down here, just go ham, because then he dies. I killed him with Tusky, with Trunksy. And yeah, money. I like these skull things because they start a quest for one, which you don't have to do. But you can turn them in for gear pieces for the set if you want them. And there should be 3. Where's the last one? Did I not loot it off him? There's only kept 2. There it is. Okay, all 3. So you get 3 of them, so no matter what, you get 150 gold just coming in here. But you can turn these in Talador right here. There's the flight path right there in Talador. I know I have a bunch of things all over the screen, but... And the reason you want to kill him again is that you go through 3 stages, and the first stage you can get out of, the second stage you can't, and here in the last stage, the really only way to get through is to eat yourself. And sometimes I make a get naked macro, but didn't have it, so I did. Rip in pieces. But look at let's look at all the gold and stuff that I've made through here. So every little drop of gold that we get here. And just to show you this, this is on heroic difficulty, and I mean mythic difficulty, and then we throw it to heroic and go back in. And you can just do it all over again. I did not show that in the Hellfire thing, but all the Warlords of Draenor raids you can do all over again. These are... Why is the checklist? Maybe it hasn't cleared yet. Oh wait, no, because that's still set to mythic. I need to change it to heroic. And it can tell me what I can kill all over again. Anyway, I'm not going to do it all over again. I just wanted to show you guys a full clear. So... hope you all enjoyed this, and if it helped you, give me a thumbs up, maybe a like. I don't know, I'm not your dad, I can't tell you what to do. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Wait, I forgot to show you guys the loot, so let's see how much I get from all this. I had like maybe 10 gold or so, maybe 15 of extra items here, but I literally came in without a copper to my name, so what do we get here at the end? 2,537. Now that's not bad. Anyway, catch you next time.